Investors want to know if they subscribe to this property, are they going to get the allocation instantly? Because allocation is key. You understand? You don't just sell land to me and give me documents. Document is not land. You understand?
Without knowing your plot.
We want to physically see the land. So how soon will investors be allocated when they subscribe to Atlantic View Estates? What is the documentation they are going to receive to protect their interests?
Okay.
You understand? Because I've not finished making payments. I made a deposit. What documentation are they going to get to protect their interests? To be sure that this land are subscribed to
will not be given to another person.
Exactly.
And my money refund.
Exactly. What document are they going to receive? The things I consider when buying real estate is how strategic that property is. You understand? Every investor look at proximity.
Absolutely.
Look at location. You understand? You can see that the estate is less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, and less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the beach, and 1 minute to the express, which is the free trade zone road, and less than 8 minutes drive to Dangote Refinery free trade zone. And not just that, the property comes with a good title, Gazette. This is what I have here. Which is the search report I have here. Now, the property is free from government acquisition.
Totally.
Which means this property is safe to buy.
Very safe.
Which means this property is peace of mind.
Absolutely. Because we are so much interested in making sure that people have a safe investment. Because it's not easy to make this money. And people are doing a lot of things to make money. And it will not be reasonable. In fact, I will not be able to sleep to realize that what you are giving to people, they will not have chance of keeping it, not to talk of profiting from it. So we have to make sure we get something that will not only give them peace of mind, but also give them great return on investment. But one of our policy is to make sure we put the profit in the pocket of the investor, not overpriced property, so that they will not get return on their investment on time. We purposely make sure we are very intentional about it, to make sure we put the profit in the pocket of investors by giving them a price that is reasonable, so that when they buy, they've made profit from immediately they subscribe to that property. Reason why we put it at a very affordable and reasonable price, so that when you buy, from that day you've already made some profit in comparison with what others are selling around this place.
You mentioned that this property is gazetted, and you know, at Intercollins properties, we don't just sell property, we also verify property to be sure that the property is safe, secured, and profitable. So that's what I brought in my surveyor, and we did an extensive search, and here is the search report for this estate, which shows that this property is truly gazetted, and it shows that this property is free from government acquisition. So once again, I want to thank you for doing the right thing, because so many developers sell properties that are under government acquisition, but you have done the right thing by giving investors properties that is free and properties that is safe. So once more, I congratulate you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good
day, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you all from wherever you are watching me from. And so today I'm in the beautiful city of Ibeju-Lekki, and I'm here at Atlantic View Estate here at Igbekodo. So the last time I came here was when I came with my surveyor to carry out an extensive search on this property, because we don't just sell property, we also verify properties to be sure that it is free from government acquisition, and to be sure that this property is safe to buy. So the last time I came with my surveyor. We went around the entire estate to pick the coordinates, and then we proceeded to the Ministry of Land to confirm the status of this property. And today I'm here to give you that good news, that this property you're seeing is free from government acquisition. So here is the chart report for this estate, which shows that this property is free from government acquisition. And I remember I mentioned on the previous video that the developer of the estate told me that the property is gazetted. So I had to confirm it myself to be sure that the property is gazetted. So here's the chart report, and the chart report shows that the property is gazetted. So before I go into more details on this estate, I'd like to give you let you know that this estate you're seeing is just less than 1 minute's drive to the expressway, which is the free trade zone. So less than 1 minute's drive to the road, and it's less than 10 minutes drive to the Dangote Refinery, the free trade zone, and the deep sea port. So this estate is strategically located, and the estate comes with a good title, Gazette, government approved Gazette. And as many of you that may not know what a Gazette title means, it means that this property you're seeing has been published on the government record. That this property you're seeing right now is listed on among the communities that the properties have been released. So it means that this property you're seeing right now is free from government acquisition, and the property is published, the property is released to the community, and that property you're seeing right now is published on the government record. So this property you're seeing is free from government acquisition. So before I go into more details on this property, I also want to invite the developer of this estate so that I can give us more insights on this property. So please watch this video to the end. If it's your first time of coming across my channel, I'd like you to please click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever we post new videos on this channel. So I'd like to invite the developer of this estate so that I can give us more insight on this property. Good day, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Collins.
How are you today?
Oh, very fine.
Yes, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I remember when I came here, the last time I came here with my surveyor, and you mentioned that this property is gazetted.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you know, at Intercollins Properties, we don't just sell property, we also verify property to be sure that the property is safe, secured, and profitable. So that's what I brought in my surveyor, and we did an extensive search. And here is the search report for this estate, which shows that this property is truly gazetted, and it shows that this property is free from government acquisition. So once again, I want to thank you for doing the right thing, because many developers sell properties that are under government acquisition, but you have done the right thing by giving investors properties that is free and properties that is safe. So once more, I congratulate you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sir, I would like you to please give our investors a brief discussion on Atlantic View Estate. I'd like you to please once more introduce yourself.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are watching me from. My name is Emmanuel Femi, once again, the MD CEO of M Royal Asset Limited, the developer of Atlantic View Estate. I will take it from the title document you talk about so that I can give a brief background of everything. You know, we intentionally make sure we get something that will give people confidence, because yes, confidence and peace of mind, because we are so much interested in making sure that people have a safe investment, because it's not easy to make this money, and people are doing a lot of things to make money, and it will not be reasonable. In fact, I will not be able to sleep to realize that what you are giving to people, they will not have chance of keeping it, not to talk of profiting from it. So we have to make sure we get something that will not only give them peace of mind, but also give them great return on investment. How do I mean by great return on investment? If you check around this place, people are selling 35 million here, people are selling 28 million here. But one of our policies is to make sure we put the profit in the pocket of an investor, not overpriced property, so that they will not get return on their investment on time. We purposely make sure we are very intentional about it, to make sure we put the profit in the pocket of investors by giving them a price that is reasonable, so that when they buy, they've made profit from immediately they subscribe to that property. Reason why we put it at a very affordable and reasonable price, so that when you buy, from that day you've already made some profit in comparison with what others are selling around this place. So that is the second thing we are doing. We make sure the title is genuine, the land is safe, then the price is very okay, pocket friendly and profitable, especially to the investors. Then thirdly, we make sure we don't stop there, because a land can have a title. After that, what do? If you don't do the right thing, you will not continuously add value to that property. How do you add value? By making sure you do developments, by making sure you make it beautiful. You go ahead to do what is required of infrastructural work, and making sure that you add value day in, day out. That is what has been happening across all our property, and this place will not be a different, because it's very close to notable landmarks. If you can see, Coastal Road is just at the front of us, less than 2 minutes walkable distance. We can say off the Coastal Road,
and it's just 1 minute drive to the express.
So the express, Dangote Road too, off the free trade zone road,
and also less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the Atlantic
beach. So you can see this place can be used for so many amazing investments. In fact, is a future for those who can see and perceive great things when they see one.
I wanted to ask this question because I was like, why Ibeju-Lekki? You understand why Ibeju-Lekki? But because of what you just mentioned now, that this estate is less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, and less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the Atlantic, which is the beach, and also less than 1 minute to the expressway, the free trade zone. So it means that this property is strategically located.
Let me add this. Do you know, from here, of course, we walk through it. From here to Lekki Deep Sea Port, it's just like 7 minutes. 7 minutes drive. But on the coastal road, it will be shorter than that. Once the coastal road is ready, you can just fly like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You are already at Dangote Refinery. Good. So you can see, it's hidden here. We purposely take up this project to profit investors.
Very intentional about it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The things I consider when buying real estate is how strategic that property is. You understand? Every investor look at proximity. Look at location. You understand? You can see that the estate is less than 2 minutes walkable distance to Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, and less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the beach, and 1 minute to the express, which is the free trade zone road, and less than 8 minutes drive to Dangote Refinery free trade zone. And not just that, the property comes with a good title, Gazette. Which is what I have here, which is the search report I have here. Now,
I've not even seen it.
If you look at the search report, my surveyor gave me. Now, he said something. He said, now, if you look at the search report, you can see that it says that the charting of the coordinate revealed that the property falls within Ibeju Village Gazette. Now, and it also says that you see the diagram of the function depicts the area. Okay, look at the property. Now, so it means, and it says something here again. It says the property falls within. Okay, we mentioned it. It said the property is free from government acquisition.
Totally.
Which means this property is safe to buy.
Very safe.
Which means this property is peace of mind.
Absolutely.
You understand? So those are the things I consider when buying real estate. Title, and as well as location, which is key. Now, apart from the title, and also the location, investors want to know if they subscribe to this property, are they going to get the allocation instantly? Because allocation is key. You understand? You don't just sell land to me and give me documents. Document is not land. You understand?
Without knowing your plot.
We want to physically see the land. So how soon will investors be allocated when they subscribe to Atlantic View Estates?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. And that's the reason why I always say this, and I will add this now, that as an investor, don't buy name. Don't buy name because it's a big name. And we know some big names now that have been messing up for years. Buy the intention of the developer. See their intention behind the project. That is what you should subscribe to, not the name, not how big or how relevant the name is. So what we've been doing, we have this culture of allocating people within 2 weeks after their payment is done. In fact, we've done it in some projects that are not this advanced. We do pre-allocation. So when you are done with your payment, we just take you there.
They already know what their plot number is.
They already know because they finish payment.
So the reason for the 2 weeks is so that the deed and the survey
will be available.
So that they get the documentation at the point of allocation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. And also, I'd like to ask, now, this land, is it a completely dry land? Investors would like to know, because every investor wants to build on a property that is dry. They don't want to start
the sand filling millions
to sand fill. Is the entirety of this land completely dry?
Yeah, we can see from the view of the whole thing how the place look like. It's dry, completely dry. No need for sand filling, other than just take your level. Or you have to consider the road and take your level how your foundation is supposed to, the height of your foundation have to align with the road. Other than that, there's no sand filling needed. Completely dry.
Okay, now thank you very much for that response you're giving to us. Also, I want to have an idea. What is the size of this entire estate?
Okay, this is another thing I would like to talk about, so that if you want to take a decision, you take it on time. Because currently, let me talk about the size first. The size is we have only 4 acres plus here. It's not even up to 5 acres. And already people are taking advantage of a pre-launch price, which is very, very affordable, the most affordable around this place. So it's not that much, and we don't have chance of extending because this place is already gone. The whole area is gone. It's not like inside bush. We are very fortunate to have this. So
thank you very much for that response. Also, I'd like to ask a very important question. Looking at this area, you understand, do you think that it's a location where investors can buy now and start building?
Okay. Thank you for that question. Yes, this location, I think, let me say, if you can secure your...
Look at the infrastructures around.
Yes, there are houses around already. Good. If you can secure your building permits, which we can also help you to get, you can start building something. Because there are houses around. As you can see, this is a village. People are living there. People are living on the other side of the coastal road, and the title is okay. So nothing is stopping you from constructing here. Right.
Thank you very much for that response. And I can see that the property is the land is sold in 500 square meter and 1,000 square meter, and not 300 square meters.
No, not 300.
So basically, what we have here is 500 and 1,000 square meters. Do you have commercial plots and canopy plots available here?
We only have limited plot on that commercial, which is still.
How many plots are we looking at?
I think we only have like 3 left.
Okay.
Just 3, which is still the same size of 500.
Okay.
Because they are facing the road. This road directly link up to the coastal road. We are facing the road that link up with the coastal road. I also link up with Dangote Refinery Road. That is Lekki Free Trade Zone Road.
Okay.
So that is the road that we are facing. Okay. So we have some commercial plot there. It's limited.
Okay.
What we can only release is just 3 plots.
Okay.
And that's the reason why we didn't list it, because it's limited. It's limited. It's based on request, or we rather keep, but based on request.
Okay, good. I want to ask a question. I'd like you to answer me, and then I'll ask another one. Okay. Now, I want to ask a question. I want to know, do we have, what are the installment plan available here? We have what are the installment plan available? Let me know so I ask my next question.
Okay. Payment plan.
We have installment plan available. Up to how many months?
We have up to 6 months.
Up to 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have up to 6 months.
Okay, not to 1 year.
We are not doing 1 year. Okay. But on request,
on the FAQ I saw 9 months.
On a request, we can do 9 months.
Okay.
On request.
Okay.
But basically 3 months, 6 months.
Just a small estate.
Yes.
Okay, now I want to ask a question now. Very, very, very important. Now, investors that are on installment plan.
Yeah.
Let's say they want to do 6 month installment plan. I mean, say deposits. Now, what is the documentation they are going to receive to protect their interests?
Okay.
You understand? Because I'm not finished making payments. I made a deposit. What documentation are they going to get to protect their interests? To be sure that this land are subscribed to
will not be given to another person.
Exactly.
And my money refund.
Exactly. What document are they going to receive?
Yeah, because of the limited plot. Yeah, we are going to give them a payment receipt.
Good.
We give them contract of sales agreement.
Okay.
Which will state that we are in business with them. And they are a bona fide subscriber of Atlantic View Estate.
And does your contract of sale carry indemnity clause? Is it indemnified? That says peradventure anything happens to that plot they're subscribing to, they will be refunded or reallocated.
Absolutely.
So the contract of sale comes with an indemnity clause.
Absolutely.
That guarantees the investor.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that. And also, that comes to my next question. What document are they going to receive after full payment of this land?
Okay.
What document are they going to receive?
So after their payment is completed, they are going to get their deed of assignment that will be transferring ownership from M Royal Asset Limited to their name.
Good.
That is the work of the deed of assignment.
Good.
Then 2 weeks later, surveyor would have been done with their survey.
Register survey.
Good. So
not provisional, register survey.
Register survey. They are getting register survey.
Good.
At least with that, they will be allocated and they will get their survey.
Good.
So their survey will be handed over to
letter of allocation.
And letter of allocation.
Good. Yeah. Good. And payment receipts. Would they get receipts?
Of course, payment receipt. Every payment comes with receipt instantly within 24 hours.
Good.
Or less.
Good. And that gives rise to my final question. How much is 500 square meter plot sold here at Atlantic View Estate and 1,000 square meters?
Okay, for the pre-launch price we are doing right now, 500 square meter goes for 22 million naira only. 22 million naira only. With an initial deposit of 5 million naira. You are a proud owner.
Good.
Then for 1,000 square meter, 1,000 square meter is going for 43 million naira only. Just 43 million. Then the commercial,
all inclusive of deed survey and developmental fee.
Yes. All inclusive. All inclusive. No other charges will be taken from you apart from that. Then for the commercial plot, which we should I talk about that, because I said it's
yes, you mentioned just have 3 plots available for that.
We just have 3 plots. For that 300 square meter, it's going for 35 million naira only.
Okay, for commercial plots.
For commercial plots.
Go. Thank you very much.
500 square meter. Sorry, I said 300. 500.
Okay.
It's going for 35.
Thank you very much for that. I have a installment plan to 6 months. But meanwhile, if my clients that want to subscribe want to do 9 months, please give them that leeway to be able to pay for 9 months. If they want to subscribe for 9 months, let's roll out a payment plan that accommodates 9 months installment plan. Thank you very much.
We'll look into that.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. So investors, you have heard from the developer of this estate. Like I said, the last video I posted here was when I came here with my surveyor to carry out an extensive search. As you all know, at Intercollins property, we only post properties that are safe, secured and profitable. So we don't just post properties, we also verify properties. When I came here, the developer told me that this property is gazetted. You know, I wouldn't just post any property, and then to be sure that the property is gazetted and that the property is free from government acquisition. That is why I brought in my surveyor. So we carried out an extensive search. He went to a care that allows the Ministry of Land to verify the status of the land, and here is the chart report that shows that this property is free from government acquisition, that shows that this property falls within Igbekodo Village Gazette. So this property is not just titled alone. This property is also strategically located, less than 2 minutes drive, less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road. Imagine having a property that is less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road. It shows that the property is strategically located, and this property is also less than 1 minute drive to the free trade zone, and also less than 2 minutes walkable distance to the Atlantic, to the beach. This property is strategically located and has a good title. Here is the official chart report. After carrying out an extensive search, here is the official chart report for this estate. So this is the best time to subscribe to this estate. This estate is also less than 8 minutes drive to the Dangote refinery, free trade zone, and the Duke Seaport. This is the best time to subscribe to this estate. So give me a call so I can help you reserve plots or acres here at Atlantic View Estate in the beautiful city of Ibeju-Lekki, Igbekodo precisely. So see you at the top. It can only get better. Bye.